Hey Aries, welcome to Aria Moon Tarot, and thank you so much for being here. This is your love reading for anyone with sun, moon, or rising in Aries. It's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't, check your other placements. All right, let's get started. So let's see what we have. We have pineapple and amethyst. Okay. Right off, I have to just say, your person thinks the absolute world of you. I think they're absolutely stunned. The word captivated is coming to my mind. They are captivated by you. So this is someone who you've really, you've caught their eye, you've caught their attention in some way. I think for some of you, this might be a fairly new connection. Or something that hasn't been developed and explored very deeply yet. If this is someone you've been in connection with for a long time, I just want to say wow, because I think this person is really still feeling very drawn to you, very pulled to you. You really excite them. There's something about you that it's like they're gazing into. It's just such an odd feeling that I'm picking up on. It's like they could stare at you forever, or like there's something very sparkly, very intriguing, very captivating about you. So excuse the cheesy line, but this feels like the kind of situation where I want to say this person thinks you hung the moon. It's kind of a cheesy saying, but I think it kind of describes what's going on here better than anything else I could say. I think this person is very, very drawn to you, very, just very captivated. There's something about your energy that excites them. So I'm trying to kind of tap into that and figure out what that's about, because I think that for most of you, this is a case where this person hasn't really communicated to you just how much they feel for you or how drawn they feel to you. And there is some element of excitement. There's some element of surprise when it comes to you. So your meeting may have been by surprise, or there might be some element of chance involved in this connection. But it does feel like you've surprised them in many ways. It's like almost like they've peeled back some layers and they're always surprised by what they found, or just being around you is not monotonous at all. You break up their day. You kind of break up the humdrum of it all. I think you keep this person on their toes, and all of this is in the best way. This might sound a little bit rude, but I'm not saying this about the person. I think that this is how that your person would describe you, is almost like their life was really boring until they met you. And I feel like it's that kind of boredom that they didn't even know was happening. They didn't even realize how bored they were, or how unfulfilling or monotonous life had become until you came into their world. Because there's just something here that feels like they became more alive when you entered their world. They really woke up. Almost like everything looked shiny and new to them. So they were viewing the world and everything in it and their entire lives and entire existence kind of through a new lens, through like a sparkly filter is what's coming through. Like now things look a lot more appealing to them. Things seem a lot more exciting to them. So I am kind of picking up that this might be something new. I think that there's a depth to what this person wants to communicate with you, and I think it's a depth of their feelings, because they feel so much fondness towards you. I think it goes beyond that. I think they're absolutely captivated by you, and I don't think that they have made that known to you yet. There's something that they want to communicate to you about how special they think you are, about how unique they think you are. I think you're bringing some kind of shake up to their lives, or when they see you, their whole day is shaken up, and in the best way. So I think that they might try to hint at this from time to time, that you really brighten up their day, or that you really sparkle. And I don't know if if they've gotten up the nerve to come right out and say it, I'm thinking not. I'm thinking that they really do want to communicate that to you. There's also a feeling here that they have an instinct about you. So with this amethyst here, I think this person is very intuitive and they trust their intuition. At least they are trusting their intuition when it comes to you. And they feel some sort of instinct about you. So I think that even if you've met this person recently, they were immediately drawn to you and they almost feel this instinctive pull, towards you. Not pull. That they kind of want to discuss this with you. Like they want to talk to you about just how innately drawn they feel toward you. They have a feeling, like they have a gut feeling. And I am, for this connection, I think it's new or it's something that didn't get explored, but it's like they've known that this was going to be a very important connection for them. They've kind of sensed the weight of this, the importance of this from the beginning. It's really interesting. I think that the two of you might be connected on a higher level, on a soul level, and I think that this person really picks up on that. I think that their higher selves really tries to communicate with you through messages to your higher self. So I feel like this is a connection that may have already come together more on a spiritual level, more on a kind of ethereal plane, and maybe hasn't come in to its fullest fruition in the 3D. The funny thing about this energy is for some of you, I don't think this is someone that you've met yet. I think this is someone who is going to come into your life, and what they want to tell you is really a message from their higher selves that they already sense you, that they already can detect you, they already have a feeling about you, that they are, like, it's almost like they're ready and they're kind of sending that message to you. So that's only for some of you, that's only going to resonate for some of you. If you've had that feeling like there's somebody out there that you just haven't met yet, but it feels like they're getting closer and closer, because there is this feeling of like it's imminent, like this is a feeling that you've had with you for a while, that someone very important was going to come into your life. That person that's out there for you is feeling the exact same way about you and is actually sensing your presence and has already started to communicate with you in ways that maybe some of you are able to pick up on. That's super interesting energy. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. I think that also what they want to tell you, especially if you haven't met this person, but they want you to know that you're going to recognize them by how alive they make you feel, because they have recognized you by how alive you make them feel. So if this is someone you've been in physical contact with, they developed this instinctual feeling about you and this sort of gut feeling right from the start, because something awakened within them that made them really keenly aware that this connection was significant. It feels like this person feels like they don't have to think around you. Like they don't have to think about who they are or what they're going to say. They just act on instinct, and like everything flows naturally when they're around you. So they definitely think you've come into their life for a reason, or that you will come into their life for a very significant reason. Okay, that's, wow. That was kind of powerful, and the connection just feels so, like, it feels so strong and so, I want to say purposeful. Like it feels like there's something really to this connection. There's something significant that's going to aid in the growth of both of you on a soul level. And it's like this person knows that. They have this feeling about that, and they want to communicate that feeling to you. So let's get a hidden truth oracle for you. My life is not as together as it seems. Okay, so this could be somebody who you might feel like they kind of have things figured out. They might be somebody who comes across as very stable. Like we were talking about that boring, monotonous life. There might be a kind of predictability about this person, but there is something that's making them hold back communicating this to you. And there's something they want to get right in their life. There's something they want to put in order in their life before they feel comfortable communicating. I think there's healing here. There's healing happening on both sides. This connection feels, this feels like for some of you, this could be a past life connection. And like there are different karmic cycles that need to end, and there are some things that need to be healed and cleaned up. So this is, yeah, that's interesting energy to come through for this. I think they have a lot of feelings that they want to sort out. And it's just funny that they might really think that you are not aware of their feelings at all, which really puts them in a position of wanting to have everything straight before they come to you with the depth of how they're feeling about you. They really might want to have all of their ducks in a row, so to speak, before they broach this topic. Let's look at some more of your oracle cards. You guys actually got 2 in this category, and I was only planning to take 1. So, okay, you got honesty and courage. So, this person really, really wants to tell you how they feel. And this is a matter of having the courage to do it. So I think they do get a little down on themselves sometimes, thinking that they have to have everything in perfect order before they let you know how they feel and let you know how special you are in their lives. But they're finding the courage to bring all of this up to you. I think that this is the kind of an energy that I see a lot. There's usually an element of this. So I think this is definitely true with your person. I think that when people develop really strong feelings and they're not communicated kind of as they're developing, or the feelings come on so fast and so strong, it can be really difficult to bring up these topics and to express all of this emotion, because it starts to feel really bottled up and it starts to feel like it's under a lot of pressure. So I think this person kind of feels like if they start to tell you how they feel, so much might come out, and they don't really want to reveal that much to you all at once because they think they might come on a little bit strong. So they want to kind of let this unfold in a more natural way, or maybe not so much more natural, but in a more typical way. They want the relationship to kind of blossom and develop in a more typical way, but I think the feelings that they have about you aren't typical at all. The feelings are very strong, and they're very tapped into you. They're very tapped into your energy, and they're very, it's like they've got their eye on you. It's like, I don't mean that in a creepy way, but it just kind of feels like, after knowing you, nothing will be the same for them. It's almost like, okay, here's the example that's coming to mind. It's like maybe somebody enjoys a particular candy or fruit that has a little bit of sweetness to it, and it's fine. Like, they appreciate it. It tastes delicious, and they never knew that there was anything out there that was sweeter or that tasted better. But then they have a different type of fruit that is much sweeter, or they have a piece of candy that's full of sugar, and now the thing that once tasted really sweet to them doesn't really pack the same punch. It doesn't really hit the same after that. So it's like this person knows that nothing's going to hit the same after experiencing you, after being around you. And I think that for those of you who are in physical contact with this person, they never feel as good as when they're around you. As soon as you leave the area and they have to just interact with, the same people, like the boring people. I think it's kind of how they view things now. It's like nobody's quite as sparkly, as intriguing, as interesting as you are. So this might be somebody who you've had deep conversations with, or you've shared like a particular interest of yours with them, and you've really intrigued them. You probably opened their mind a little bit. The angel aura quartz too, like, it's interesting you picked this. This stone really kind of represents like purity and goodness. So I think that this person really just sees you as a cut above in a lot of different ways. So after being around you, it's like you kind of ruined everything else for them. You kind of ruined the possibility of like meeting somebody that they actually find interesting, or somebody that they think is as beautiful as you are. That's another thing with this pile. I don't think like for the other readings I really got too far into anything physical, but I think in this reading there is certainly a feeling of physical attraction, of strong physical attraction coming from your person, and it's like they feel a little bit shy to let you know just how attractive they find you and just how pulled towards you they feel. And that's kind of like mentally, physically, spiritually, they feel really pulled towards you. Okay, one more oracle card. Okay, you guys got very soon. So it's funny because this card says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And I think that that's kind of that clarity that we were just talking about. It's like they have a lot of clarity when it comes to you. They're pretty clear on how they feel. They're just not that clear on how they want to communicate it. But you getting these cards, honesty, courage, and very soon, this person, I don't doubt that this person is going to come forward with their feelings really, really soon. We're going to look into the tarot and see what else we see. And maybe we can find something else out about this person. Because, you know, they seem so enamored with you. I think there's just something about you. I feel like that's kind of how they feel. There's just something about you. They might not even really be able to put their finger on it, like what it is exactly that you're doing, why they find you so fascinating. But they just know that they do. They just know that every time they're around you, they feel uplifted. They feel refreshed. They feel, it's almost like somebody plugged them into a socket. It's like they're so energized, they're so enlivened when they're around you. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, you got the Sun card. That's that energy I was just talking about, that like someone plugged them into a socket. It's like someone powered them up. Your presence really powers this person up. They want to express to you how special you are to them and how wonderful you make them feel, like how alive you make them feel, how much you brighten up their day, how much you break up the humdrum, boring life. I don't know if you would consider yourself feisty or really energetic or super funny or anything like that, but it's like this person sees you like that. This person is so tuned into you that when you're in the same room, they can't look anywhere else. Like they're just so drawn to every little thing that you do and everything that you say. Yeah, it's just interesting that you got the Sun card. So, let's see. I'm going to pull at least one more card. So, you also have the Nine of Wands. So, this person is feeling... They're really keeping themselves under control. At least they have been. I think that's coming to an end with this very soon card, because I think like very soon they are going to relinquish control of this and really start getting honest with you about how they're feeling. But there is kind of a feeling of maintaining boundaries. So this might be a situation where they thought that they would be crossing a line, stepping over some boundary to tell you how they feel. Let's see. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. This person likes you so much. It's just, I love this energy. I feel like you're just it for them, and they really want to just tell you how special you are. And I think the only hang up that they have, which is so, I love this kind of energy because there's always something, and And that's life, you know, there's always something, there's always some bigger reason, there's always something deeper. And I think there might be something deeper here too, because it does feel like this person has kind of put themselves on a short leash when it comes to you. Like they are holding back for a reason, but it feels like a lot of why they're holding back is because of how strongly they feel about you, and not because of any kind of like huge wound or huge trauma or deception on anyone's part. It's like they just feel so strongly that they're almost afraid to, I'm seeing like rushing water. So this image is probably coming to me because water represents our emotions. So I'm seeing like almost like they wouldn't be able to turn the floodgates off if they started to communicate with you about this. And that's really scary to them, the idea that they might tell you too much, or their feelings might be perceived as too strong, or that they're coming on too fast. So it feels like a lot of that restraint is just them trying to temper this a little bit. They want to like approach things, you know, and like a normal person. And I think the strength of their feelings and just how drawn they feel to you makes them feel not like a normal person. It feels a little unusual to them. And I think this kind of connection might be a little bit unusual. So it is unusual, but it's really special. And I think they're going to be communicating about that very soon. The Courage card really lets me know that it's taken a lot. They've had to think about this. They've had to build up the nerve in order to even think about approaching you like this, but they are. I am also really drawn to just all of the purples that you guys have going on with the Amethyst card especially, but there's a lot of purple here. So it's really just drawing my attention to a more spiritual connection, something that's like on a higher plane, and that's probably why it feels so like I don't want to say unusual because it's not really that. It's like indescribable and like it's just that this was connected on such a higher level. I feel like it would be surprising if you didn't feel a similar way about this person, because I think that your souls may have recognized each other. And like I was saying, for some of you, you haven't even met this person yet, and your souls are already recognizing each other. They're already kind of tapped into each other, and you're really drawing this person into your life, and they're drawing you into their life. But what they want with you is something big. They feel alive and they feel happy around you. They feel like they can conquer anything around you. They feel like there's no chance of having a down day when you're in their life. So they're very grateful to have your presence, and they just feel so alive and like warmed by you and warmed by your energy, really. Yeah. There's some sort of divine element when it comes to this connection. So I'd love to hear in the comments, like, if you felt this way about this person, or if you felt like the impending approach of somebody that is like divinely sculpted for you. What an odd way to say it. That's yeah, I think that's actually from your person. I think I'm picking up on your person. If your person's some sort of artist or like actually sculpts something, that would be kind of cool. But I think that it's really that they think that you were perfectly crafted for them. And the idea of telling you that is kind of scary. It feels like a bit much to them. But that's kind of like the overall feeling. They just think it's perfect. So they do see this developing into something more. They kind of see the two of you having it all together, and they're going to want to talk about this really soon because they don't want to lose you. They don't want to lose this. Like, if you have this sun energy in your life, you don't want to lose that. Nothing thrives without the sun, and that's kind of how they feel. They just aren't going to thrive without you. So I think I'm going to leave that there. This was a really beautiful reading. It really cheered me up. Like I said in the beginning, your person just thinks the absolute world of you. and they think that you are perfect for them. So it's beautiful energy. If you resonated with this, please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And I will see you really soon in another reading. Bye.